खत्म कर चुप So today we'll discuss about a small story based on in the Indian continent, the snake and the mirror. It not resembles the title if you will get there is it is not resembles with the snake and the mirror because the mirror actually we use by the human is used by the human, but snake, how a snake is resembles with the mirror. It is not exactly, but thing is that when you go through the story, we'll get there the mirror and the snake, it has a relation there. So first we get the who is written this story. Vaikom M. Basir is a South Indian author and he wrote this story in an Indian village. And after that actually this story is in the Malayalam and Vaikom Abdullah translated in English from the Malayalam in English. Okay, it is based on the narration based story. It's a narrative story, and the narrative story is supposed to call this type of stories in here. Someone is supposed to narrate. Understood? Narrate means the storytelling condition. The storytelling is supposed to be an author, is supposed to be the main protagonist, or is supposed to be by another supportive character in the story or anywhere else. So here the main narrator is the doctor himself. Who is the doctor? What is the role of the doctor here? Doctor is here is the main protagonist. Understood? Main protagonist means main character of the story. Okay. And it is totally based in an Indian subcontinent, Indian village, and when you go through the story, you will get Indian, typical Indian, what is called the village. The doctor is posted. The doctor said that he is posted in an Indian village for his job purpose in a hospital, and he got a small house where he used to stay. But the house is in that village and the house was full of rats, and because of the rats the house is always noisy. And that is the one evening the doctor is in a little bit romantic mood and the doctor is sitting inside his house or room one day evening, and he is remembering or wondering how he will look much more handsome. He thought he is supposed to be kept a tiny moustache, thin line of the moustache, and through that moustache he must be look much more handsome. And again he is imagining his face in the mirror, in front of the mirror, after keeping a small moustache like this, after keeping a small moustache like this in the nose, that is not enough. Something is missing in his face. And after that he discovered, if I keep a little bit smile in my face, then the face, overall the face will be completed and I will be much more attractive and much more handsome. So he was wondering and he was thinking how he is looking much more handsome by changing his expression. Means you see the doctor actually is not happy in the same thing. His mind is always changing minds, developing minds. If he is a normal person, as a normal guy, he is supposed to be normal. Okay, it's going through. Okay, it is normal. No problem. Is normal life. It's a normal dealing. But he doesn't like the normal things. He doesn't like the normal things, and that's why he is thinking how I keeping my beards, how I keeping my moustache, how would I keep smile for becoming more handsome day by day. And suddenly he got a shock or sound from the behind, and he was so much deeply imagined inside his mind that he just ignored the sound. He thought so many mouses are there and let it be. And again he was thinking also about his wife, would-be wife, how his wife supposed to be. And after that he is thinking that my wife supposed to be very healthy. Why? There are 2 points of that. One is, if she will be very healthy, she cannot run away from my house. If something quarreling will be there, she cannot run away from my house. And another point is there, if she will run away from my house, I can catch her. Because you would obviously, a fat person cannot run so fast, and he is handsome, he is not so fast, so that he can catch her. And those things, he was thinking of all of these things. Those days mobile was not there, nothing is there, and current was not there. So simply sitting and imagining in front of the mirror. Those days we have the time. Nowadays you don't have time for yourself. All our time is captured by our mobile, reels, videos, etc. And after watching your reels and videos, after 1 hour, you will get nothing. But those days, this way, the person is self-evaluating himself or herself. As the doctor is keeping by beards, keeping smiling, he is evolution is. His evolution is personality. His evolution is personality in front of other person. Understood? No. But we don't. How many of you can say me, before the sleep or at the end of the day, you think about yourself? Today I scold that person so badly, I not supposed to do. So from tomorrow onwards, I will not do that one. You behave so rudely with your friends. What you not supposed to do? Okay, I behaved so badly with Sitali today. So from tomorrow onwards, I will not behave badly with anyone. So this is called self-evaluation. Those days we have. But nowadays we don't have, because each time we are busy with the electronics devices. And these are reels and all. And we don't have the patience. You see, the doctor was imagining his moustache, then mouth, then smile, then his wife, would-be wife. All they are imagination. But nowadays these things are already decreasing. We are not imaginary thing. We are not thinking about our life. We are not thinking to evaluate ourselves. Understood? No. We don't have time. And lots of time those days, and he was thinking so long time for one topic. But nowadays we don't have the patience. You see the patience from moustache to mouth, for keeping the smile, to the would-be wife. All the time he was thinking about himself only. But patience level, you see this much patience he has. But nowadays we don't have patience. 30-second reels, we don't not even bother 30 seconds. First 2-3 seconds it is not okay. Crack. Scroll, again scroll. We don't have patience for this much. Not the 15 seconds, 10 seconds, we don't have the patience. But those days people, they have the patience. And slowly, why these stories are here in your syllabus? Because to evaluate yourself, think about yourself. All the story, all the topic in your syllabus, it has a purpose. What the purpose is this? Because you have to self-evaluate. Because you have to self-evaluate yourself. Understood? And that is the reason why it is here in your syllabus. Patience is supposed to be there. If you don't have the patience, you are nothing. So you are supposed to keep the patience on you. Understand? Next, come to the point. And suddenly the doctor was thinking all of these things, and suddenly what happened? Suddenly, when the doctor was thinking about the moustache, keeping the smile in her face, about the would-be wife, suddenly what happened? One snake from the roof suddenly fell down on his shoulder, and the doctor was shocked, and that snake coiled in his arm here. And the doctor coiled in his arm, and after that the snake has opened his hood like this. Here, the doctor's face is here, and the hood of the snake is here. In between them, only just this much gap, 3 to 4 inch gap there is in between the face and the snake's hood. Self-revolutioning himself that how foolish doctor I am. I am a doctor, but how foolish I am. Why he is foolish? You see the snake is here and the snake head is here. You just see, it will be easy. The snake head is here and the doctor is watching like this. And both they are watching face to face. Who you are. The snake is calling who you are and the doctor is where you coming from. And they are both face to face, but the snake will not happen anything. But doctor is in face on his death. And after that what happened? The doctor is imagine himself how foolish I am. Why he was thinking he is a foolish doctor? He is a doctor, he is very good, he is a very good in studies. But how a doctor think how foolish I am? Because living at a remote place, village, their snake is the common thing. And he is working in a government hospital and he is out of antivenom. What is the antivenom? The medicine the doctors use for the snake biting, and the doctor is out of that one, out of stock. And after the doctors was thinking, what will happen with me? How foolish I am. Being a doctor in the village, I didn't keep the antivenom with me. And both they are thinking all of these things in the front, and suddenly the snake, one point is there, the snake suddenly moved his hood from this here to here and suddenly saw the mirror in front of it. All the animals are curious. All the animals are curious of anything what a human using. And the mirror only, when the snake saw its reflection of its own, he thought that the snake thought that it is the another snake. And the snake moved from here and opened the hand here, and it was going to check the reflection on the mirror. Understood? Check the reflection on the mirror. Here you think another point is that the doctor was thinking how foolish I was, and the doctor was still, and both are looking at each of them without any movement. The doctor is not so much foolish. The doctor is clever here. In front of the snake, if you dance, if you like sound, make sound, the snake actually bite you. Okay, the snakes bite you. But if you still move without movement, if you stand straight, then the snake will think it will not a moving element, and it will not harm me. It will not harm. Why snake bites? Because snake thinks that it will harmful for me. That's why it bites. But when it realizes that it is not harmful for me, as the doctor is continuously stopped and become statue, that time what happened? The snake thought it was not harmful for me, and the snake started moving here and there like this, and suddenly he saw the mirror, and the snake opened the arms of the doctor and went for check out the reflection on the mirror. And after that what happened? The doctor was freed from the snake, and the doctor jumped from there and came out from his small house and ran towards his friend's place. And after that, the whole night the doctor didn't come back. The doctor stayed where? Friend's house for the night. The next day morning he came back. The morning he came back from to his friend's house, to his own place for take out all the, he already decided so many rats are there. Today one snake has come, next day another snake will come, day after tomorrow another snake will come, so one day I will die, so better to change the place. So he decided to change the place. Then morning he will come back for taking his own belongings, and after coming back he saw there was nothing. He saw there was nothing. At night, when he went to a friend's house, at night all the thieves came and cleared all the place. Only they left the dirty banyan there inside. The doctor's dirty banyan was hanging there, and everything was washed out by the thieves. Understood? Everything was, the doctor's all the belongings was wiped out by the thieves. And that is the end of the story here. So what we learned from the story? We learned from the story the patience of those days of human being, what we don't have. So we have to self-evaluate ourselves for the other person, for our development of our own personality. Then another thing we learned, what? In front of the animal you have to make eye contact, and you have to be come down, and you have to be very statue type. Then they will think that it will not harmful for us, then they will go ahead without harming you. Okay? Another thing we learn, what is there? There, in any condition, don't leave your house alone. Don't leave your belongings alone, otherwise it will be stolen by somewhere. Understood? Thank you for the day.